Hey guys, so something really bizarre happened yesterday, and I want to try to explain it and just focus on the facts as much as I can. Um, this is an MSN article. It says Pakistan earthquake creates new island. So I guess what happened is there was a 7.7 magnitude earthquake yesterday, but during that earthquake, this piece of land emerged in the Arabian Sea. And I'll leave a link so you guys can check out this article and watch that video right there. But I guess that the scientists, or some of the scientists anyway, think that the island is a mud volcano. Okay, the reason this is really bizarre, there are several reasons. I'm going to try to go through this as fast as I can. The first thing is that this occurred on the seventh day of the standard Jewish feast of Sukkot. So if you go to a regular Jewish website like Shabbat.org or anywhere else, it'll tell you that the seventh day of Sukkot started on the evening of the 24th and lasted until this evening, on the evening of the 25th. So that's what this purple timeline is showing. It's showing the standard Jewish calendar. I've talked about the true calendar and how, true Sukkot doesn't happen until down here, and the true seventh day of Sukkot isn't until the end of October. But if you don't understand that, I have videos linked below this video in the description box that explain that and where that comes from. But the standard Jewish feast of Sukkot and the standard last day of Sukkot was right here on September 24th, 2013. So, here's the second thing that is really bizarre about this. This person right here has this YouTube channel right here, and they started uploading these videos on July 9th, 2013. I didn't know about it until a couple of weeks ago. Somebody left a comment on one of my videos. I think it was like 2 videos ago, 2 or 3 videos ago. Someone left a comment saying, "Hey, do you know about this 77 days thing?" And so I went and I checked it out. I watched all 77 of these videos. And basically, what it is this person that runs this channel started uploading these short videos on July 9th, 2013, which was 77 days before September 24th. And in the video, it says something is going to happen in 77 days. And so I'll just play it for you really quick.
Something is going to happen in 77 days.
Okay. The first thing that I noticed after watching all 77 of these videos is that this voice that you hear is actually voice synthesis. It's, if you don't know what voice synthesis is, it's software that has a very lifelike, realistic human voice to it. So you can plug in anything you want this software to say, and it sounds totally human. I'm not talking about that tacky software that you hear on YouTube all the time that sounds completely robotic. I'm talking about the really good software that sounds completely human. So you can tell if you listen to all 77 of these videos that this voice that's saying this is computer generated. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that at the end of each one of these videos, so for example, on July 10th, they uploaded another one that says something is going to happen in 76 days. Then on July 11th, something's going to happen in 75 days, and so on and so forth until they finally reached the 77th day, which was right here on September 24th. So the second thing that was really interesting about this is that there's this sound at the end of each one of these videos that sounds like an old film reel. So I'll let you listen to it for a second. So do you hear that? And it's at the end of each one of these videos. So these bizarre videos have created this huge following. And there was a website set up, and the website address is, I think it's 77days.net, like the number 77, and then the word days.net. And on that website, they said that this sound that you hear right here is, it has a digital signature somehow that translates to a visual digital image. And so in each one of these videos, that sound was relaying a portion of this image. And at the end of the 77 days, the image looked like this. So this is the end image after 77 days. This is the digital image. And I'll leave a link for you guys so you can go look at it, because this is the website right here. It's 77days.10milesout.net/images/ all this other stuff. So I'll just leave you guys a link so you can go check it out. But the point is, I mean, even though they're trying to claim that it's some alternate reality game or an ebook or I don't even know what, the point is, it does appear to me at least that whoever uploaded these videos, they knew that a 7.7 earthquake was going to happen on September 24th. That's what it looks like to me. And I think that's pretty bizarre. I mean, because, they're saying something's going to happen in 77 days. That was the first video, July 9th. 77 days later, a 7.7 earthquake struck Pakistan, and a volcano island emerged out of the Arabian Sea. I mean, that is weird, you guys. That is really bizarre. And I don't know what it means, okay? I'm just here reporting the information to you guys. Okay, but here's the next part to this whole thing. I've been talking on my channel for a couple of years now about these visions that I've been seeing, and I don't know what they are and I don't know where they come from. And I've said that many times. But the weird thing about it is that I see these things in my dreams, and then after that, the events happen. So if you're new to my channel, you can go on my channel page, my main channel page. There's a playlist there, and it's called Proof the Dreams and Visions Come True. If you click on that playlist, you'll see like 40 different videos or something. I think it's over 40 now. Showing you, first of all, the vision, the original image, the original video that I uploaded to YouTube. And then after that, the event that happened in the news. So I have no idea why this has been happening for the last couple of years, but it's obvious, and I've purposely been uploading these dreams so that other people can see that it is true, that for some reason I have these dreams, and this is happening to a lot of people, by the way. It's not just me. I have these dreams, and then the event that I dreamt about happens in the news later. Like it might be a month later, or it might be a year later, or it might literally be, sometimes I'll even have the dream as the event is happening, and I won't hear about it till the next day. But what this video right here is about, I mean, I uploaded this video last week. What this is about is these 3 visions that I had in the fall of 2011. For some reason, these visions have been fulfilled 7 times. What that means is the events that I saw in the dreams or the vision occurred after the fact 7, but they occurred not only once, not only twice, but 7 times so far. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go watch this video or some of the other videos because that I've uploaded, because I don't have time to go into detail about it. But what I believe that it is all about, and this is just my personal belief, and I could be wrong, okay? But I believe that it's a warning for New York City. These 3 visions that I had in the fall of 2011, they all tied into New York City and Connecticut area. And then most recently, Washington, D.C. So again, I explain it in these other videos. I'm not going to go into it now. But it's not just me. There's this other person that Sid Roth interviewed. I have the link in my other videos, who also had very similar vision or dream that he saw a tsunami and nuclear event in New York City. Well, I saw the same thing. I had a vision, a dream, same thing. I don't know him. I didn't even know of him. I don't think he knows of me. I mean, I don't know, maybe he does, but we're not connected at all. But we both had these visions of a nuclear event and a tsunami in New York. Well, my visions, just so you know, my visions in 2011, they started when I was living in Brooklyn. So I was living in Brooklyn, working in New York City when these visions started for me. And I left. I left New York because of it. I was profoundly affected by these visions. Some of you guys will remember back then I was really, really distressed over it, and I left New York because of it. The other thing is that these ancient texts, okay, that are in the Bible, and yes, I know a lot of people don't like the Bible, whatever, it has nothing to do with that. It's not religious. It's had nothing to do with religion. These texts, scientists know that these texts were written thousands of years ago because they dug up the Dead Sea Scrolls within the last 100 years. They did, most of the biblical texts are in those Dead Sea Scrolls, or many of them are, and they've dated those Dead Sea Scrolls at thousands of years old. So for some reason, these texts, these ancient writings, describe events that happened in 2012, 2013, and 2009. I mean, exactly, and I'm talking precise detail. So, for example, Daniel 11, and 12 say that there will be 1,290 days between these very specific events. And if you go back and you look at the original Hebrew language, you can see that that event occurred precisely according to the way it was written. Now, why that's happening, I don't know. And I've always said I don't understand why this is happening, but it doesn't change that it's a fact. It is happening. And I wrote a book about it. I mean, I have a book. I'll link it below. You know, it's on my webpage. You can go get it. You can read it. It explains everything about the texts themselves predicting these events in precise detail. And what these texts seem to be describing is New York City, a flood event in New York City. And I explain all of that in other videos. And also in my ebook. And I show you, and I have all these charts, and I show you why it's saying that and why I believe it's a warning for New York City. But like I said, I'm not the only one going into this. I mean, there's another person that wrote a book called The Harbinger. He's talking about it as well. There's this other person that's had the visions of the flood and the nuclear event. I mean, there's a lot of other people, you guys, talking about this, saying, yeah, it really does look like there is a major biblical warning about New York City. And it does tie into September 11th, but it's not referring, what I'm talking about, and the scriptures that I'm talking about, are not referring to the September 11th event. They're referring to something else. Daniel 9:26 and 27 specifically says it is a desolation that happens in the midst of the week. Keep in mind, a lot of people believe that these scriptures in Daniel were referring to Israel because it's talking to Daniel, and Daniel was Jewish. But get this, New York City has the highest Jewish population in the world, second only to Israel. I'm telling you, it's about New York City, you guys. And so, yeah, I don't know. Okay? But I just think that it's really, really bizarre, the stuff that's going on. Here's the other thing, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but here's the other thing here. In the vision that I had October 13th, 2011, it's still on YouTube. I uploaded it to YouTube. I saw 4 things in that vision. The first thing was a power outage. The second was a hurricane. The fourth was a volcano. And the fifth was a circle with a line through it. Just like that. The first event happened 2 weeks after I uploaded the video. It was a Connecticut power outage that lasted over a week. It was really serious for the people that were there because it was really cold and they had to go out and chop wood and everything. The second event, the hurricane, happened exactly 1 year after the Connecticut power outage. It was the Hurricane Sandy, and it hit New York on October 29th, the exact day that Connecticut power outage started in Connecticut a year prior. So the first 2 things in that vision that I uploaded to YouTube October 13th, 2011, the first 2 things out of the 4 things that I saw in that vision, the first 2 have happened consecutively. The first one October 29th, 2011, and the second one October 29th, 2012. The third thing and the fourth thing that I saw in that vision, the third thing was the volcano, and the fourth thing was this symbol right here. Those of you that have been with me for the last couple of years know that I did not know what this symbol meant. For 2 years, I did not know. In fact, I didn't know what it meant until this person right here commented on my video last week. And thank you to this person, because I had no idea that this is the Danish word for island. I did not have a clue that that's what it meant. In fact, the first thing that I thought that it meant, and I think I said that in that video that I uploaded in 2011, I thought it represented Earth on its axis. And then I think it was this year that I realized, wait a minute, I think it might mean 0, because this also represents the numerical value of 0. It wasn't until last week that this person said, oh, that's a Danish word and it means island. So I Googled it, and sure enough, here it is right here. This symbol is a Danish word. It means island. Okay, but here's the really bizarre part of this. I've told you guys before I'm multiracial, but one of my lineages is Danish. So I have Danish ancestry. That's what's so weird about this, because it appears that in my vision, I was shown a word that stems from my ancestry. I mean, that is weird, you guys. And I don't, nobody in my family speaks Danish. I just have Danish lineage. Nobody speaks Danish. I've never ever learned Danish. I had no idea what that symbol meant. Absolutely none. And those of you that have been with me for 2 years know that. I had no idea what that symbol was until this person told me. It means island. So that means that the last 2 things I was shown in that vision in 2011 were volcano and island. Well, that led me to believe that the final event could be the Canary Island volcano, because there have been all of these scientific, there have been all these scientists that have come out saying that the Canary Island volcano, if it blows, could knock off a portion of the island into the ocean, creating a huge tsunami that would hit the eastern coast of the United States and specifically devastate New York City. I think the name of the documentary is Mega Tsunami. I have a link in some of my other videos that I've uploaded recently. So my thought was, okay, these vision fulfillments that have happened 7 times now, they're a warning to New York City, and not only the visions that I had, but also this vision this other person had, and all the texts in the Bible, all these fulfillments of things that were written in these texts. They're coming true now, and they seem to be warning about New York City specifically. And I explain all of that, like I said, in other videos and in my ebook, and I explain it in detail. I show you what those Hebrew words means. I show you the concordance that I use, everything. What I'm saying now is this event that happened yesterday with this island. I mean, this is so weird. This island that pops out of the Arabian Sea during a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in Pakistan. And they're saying that they think it's a mud volcano. To me, this is further confirmation and it's further warning, and it's almost like to me it seems divine, although I honestly don't know what to think. It's so weird. I don't know what to think about it. Because it seems like this person knew, okay? That's the first weird thing. The second thing is that, okay, you guys know that I had a dream about Kirk Cameron. I dreamt, and this was a while ago, and I can't remember the exact date. Go watch my other video. I have videos on it that I've uploaded saying, yeah, I had this really weird dream that Kirk Cameron was promoting a movie, and then he jumped off a ledge with his whole family. It was really weird. Well, I have a video on that, and I explain it and everything I'm talking about. It has something I thought it was a warning about Los Angeles or something, okay? The Los Angeles earthquake. That's what I thought it was about. But then some people were like, well, he's promoting this movie right now that is going to be in theaters September 24th. And then somebody else, I think it might have even been that video where they commented and said, hey, do you know about this 77 days thing? So, I mean, come on, you guys. This is not a coincidence. What is going on here? Because this is really, honestly, it's agitating me. I really don't like this. I don't. I'm just being honest with you. I really don't like it. It's just weird. And so I don't know, but to me I'm thinking, okay, it could be. I'm thinking maybe it's a warning. I mean, I don't think necessarily Kirk Cameron's involved. I'm not saying that anything like that. I mean, I know I'm not involved. I mean, I don't have any idea who this person is. This 77days.10milesout.net. I mean, I have no idea what that's about. I don't know. I don't even know what the visions are about, you guys. I have no idea. All I know is it all ties in somehow, and it seems like it's a warning for New York City. So I know some people are probably going to look at this and say, no, here's your fulfillment right here. It's an island volcano that formed off the coast of Pakistan or whatever during a 7.7 earthquake on the 7th day of Sukkot, and they're going to say that's a sign for Israel. And I know a lot of people are going to say that, and they're going to believe that, and that's fine. That's their choice. But I can't help it. I still think that it's all a warning for New York City, and the next watch date is October 29th, right here. So, you guys know that I uploaded a video about watch dates for this season. And the first watch date was right here. Here was the first date right here. NASA moon launch, test fight of Virgin Galactic right here on the standard Feast of Trumpets. That was the first watch date. The second watch date, and you can go back and verify this is what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. The second watch date that I pointed out was the 16th right here. That's when the DC mass shooting happened. I don't have anything to do with that, okay? I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't even know that anything was happening. It was just a watch date. Okay, something might happen on this date, and sure enough, it did. The third watch date was and still is October 29th. So, what I think is interesting about that is that the true calendar that goes according to the biblical texts, I have a video on that explaining what I'm talking about. It's linked below in the description box. The true calendar is right here. Trumpets is on October 6th, and the seventh day of Sukkot is right down here at the end of October. So, true Sukkot, the true feast of Sukkot, according to the ancient texts, ends right before this watch date right here, October 29th. I find that interesting because this event right here that seems to be a warning happened also on the last day of Sukkot. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, I look at this and I think this is just more confirmation that this really is our next watch date, October 29th. And I still think personally, and I could be wrong, but I still think personally, after examining everything, that it's a warning for New York City. So that's all I'm trying to tell you guys. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I just think that these events are just as bizarre as it gets. I don't understand it. Honestly, I'm agitated about it. I don't like it. But there's something really, really, really significant going on here. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. So I'll let you go. I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you later.